Hello Stampers, thank you very much for joining me today. Today is day 6 on my Creepy Crafts Halloween series, and today we're going to be making this card here. Now I've seen a few of these with the checkered background and some pumpkins on Pinterest, on our Demonstrator Facebook page, so there's been quite a few that I've seen like this style, so that's where I've taken my inspiration from. So I'm going to show you my version today. We're going to use this fab background stamp. We're going to fussy cut out some images from the DSP. And we're going to make little tassels with this twine just for something different. And I don't know how well you can see, but we are going to do some distressed edges on our cardstock just to give it that little something extra. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, we're going to be using Spooky Sweets, and we're going to be using the Happy Halloween sentiment. And we're going to be using the Buffalo Check stamp. And this is amazing background. You can do lots and lots of different things with this. You can make your own little tartans. You can use it for baby card backgrounds, Christmas, and today we're going to be doing Halloween. Going to be needing some Memento black ink and some black baker's twine. Also going to be using some of the metallic sequin assortment. There's some really nice colours in here that go fab with the colours we're using on the card. You're going to need some Wink of Stella and some pumpkin images. I've cut these out of the Toil and Trouble DSP. So the back is broomsticks. So you're going to need 3 of them all together. I've just got a few extra there. You want a C6 size card base in basic black. You want some smooth whisper white, and the measurements for these will be on my blog, which is in the description bar below. Another piece of basic black and some thick whisper white. Okay, so to start with, we're going to do our Buffalo Check background, and for this I'm using my stamp positioning tool purely just because I don't have a block big enough for it, and normally I stamp from my stamp case, but I felt I needed just a bit more room to do this background because it is the full thing. Okay, so we're going to ink that up, and it doesn't have to be perfect. On this one you can see it's kind of distressed looking, and that's how I like it. If you did want to go over it again and make it a perfect checker, go for it. Okay, so I've inked that up quite well. I'm going to place my cardstock in here, and as you can see I've already stamped it previously, so I kind of know where I need to position this. There's not going to be room for a magnet, so we're just going to do our best. If you want to do a bigger piece with the magnet and then cut the checkered bit out how you want it, go for it. I've just got this all prepped ready. Okay, and you want to give it a nice press down. Okay, and then lift it up. Okay, I love how this looks really nice and distressed. Absolutely love that. Okay, like I said, if you don't want that kind of look on it, stamp it again with your Stamparatus or your stamp positioning tool, and that'll come out really solid. Okay, so really, really love that. Okay, now we're going to want to distress our edges. Now for this I have got a tool. This is a Tim Holtz tool. It's specifically for distressing the edge of your cardstock. So it's got small little blades in here, and you just go back and forth on your cardstock and you get a bit like that. Blow it off and it gives a nice edge. It's really good for rustic cards, just gives that little bit of detail on new cards. If you don't have one of these, just use your scissors. So use the edge of the scissors and go back and forth. And you'll get the same look. Okay. So I'm just going to do with this, as it's a relatively new tool to me, so it's nice that I've got it. Previously I'll just use my scissors. And depending how much you want it to stress depends how much you go over it. Give it a nice blow and you'll get nice edging like that on there. Okay, so you will get lots of bits flying off everywhere because you are distressing the cardstock. So you just have to excuse that. I'm going to do the same on here as well, going all the way around. About this, especially as it's checkered, you can just see, oh I hope you can anyway, the jagged edge there. It makes it kind of look like material when you've just rough cut material. I really like that effect. Okay, so that's that done, and this is a super quick and simple card to make. It doesn't take a lot at all. The longest bit would be just distressing the edges. Okay, so we want to stick this with our Tombow glue, and I'm using Tombow glue because it gives you that wiggle room. So we want a nice even border, so it just gives you a couple of seconds before actually sticking to get that nice and central. Okay, and then we're going to want to stick the black to the back of this white one here. So again with Tombow, just because we want a nice even edge. Like so. Make sure not to rub over those jagged bits because that'll flatten them down again. Okay, so now we want to put some of our twine around it. And we're going to tie a knot near the top. Okay, you can do a double knot if you want to. I'm just going to snip those tails a bit like that. Okay. And you want to separate the thread in here. So I've got some tweezers, so I'm holding the knot, and you're just going to pull from the bottom and separate all those little strands like that. Hopefully you can see it. I can't actually see what's filming in my camera, so it's not ideal. Okay, and the other side. You're going to want to do the same and just fluff that out a little bit, and then you get that look. And I think it's a really cute little look, just different from a bow, and it's not just a knot. It's I think it's quite cute, especially when you've got the raggedness of this card. Okay. Right, so this one we're going to place on dimensionals, and I've lost my dimensionals. Here we go, dimensionals. Okay. So if you've watched my videos before, you know I don't like to go too stingy on the dimensionals, just so the card holds together. If you just want to put one in each corner, one or two in the middle, go for it. It's whatever your preference is. I like my card to be quite stable. if Stampin' Up did foam strips, like thicker foam strips, I would definitely buy them. Okay, so this is going to go dead center in your card. How cute is that already? I quite love that just as it is. Just put a sentiment on, you're done. But we're not going to stop there. Okay, so before you stick the dimensionals on, you should have stamped your sentiment. So that's my bad. So we're going to do it now and hope for the best. Worst case scenario, I will cover it up. Way, happy days. Okay, so before you stick the dimensionals on the back of this, stamp your sentiment and maybe try and get it a bit more straighter than mine. I've got ink everywhere. I'm having one of those days where it's just messy crafting. It's like, for some reason I just can't keep the ink off my hands. Okay, so as I said before, I've cut out some of these pumpkins. Even the ones that are on the edge of the DSP, still cut them out if you can see most of it, because you can tuck them behind each other. If I try and show you, like that, and no one's going to know that that's not a full pumpkin. So you could easily use that on your card. I think I'll use those two and a tall one just to keep it a bit different. Maybe this one. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Okay, so you want your 3 pumpkins and you want to glue the tall one down first. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on one side of it because I'm having it hang off slightly. Okay, and then this one's going to go here. Sorry, I'm off camera. Okay, and this one we're going to put on dimensionals as well. Sorry if you can hear the wind, it's really windy in the UK at the moment. Might need... No, there is fine. Let me just check that. Okay, yeah, I'm going to need another dimension under that one. So I'm taking both sides off this. And where are my tweezers? Here we go. So I'm just going to place this one under this dimensional here because it's pretty much doubled up. That's better. Okay, and we're very nearly done. So next you want to put a couple of dots of glue, just very tiny dots. And we're going to put some sequins on. So this is a really nice selection. You've got golds, coppers, blacks, whites, silver, really lovely. So you want to get your, if you've got the Stampin' Pick tool ready, lucky you can use that. It's on my list of things to get. I definitely need that pick tool. And I'm picking up everything I don't want. Okay. There, and oh, I should have put the black over here. It's going to look a lot better. Okay, I'm just going to put a tiny dab of glue back on there. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to hunt for a little bronze one. There we are. Okay, and And that is nearly done, but not quite yet. We're going to put some Winker Stella onto these pumpkins. So I was just literally following the lines here of each pumpkin. And I don't know how well you can see that, but that is lovely and sparkly. Okay, and that is our card for today. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you did. The link to my blog and Facebook page are in the description bar below. We have one more project coming tomorrow for my Creepy Crafts Halloween series. If you have missed any of the previous ones, if you go onto my YouTube channel, there'll be 5 of them previous to this video. They should all be in a row, so easy to find. And I hope you give it a go. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!